Which one of these versions do you prefer? My funny Valentine, sweet comic Valentine, my funny Valentine, sweet comic Valentine. Hello everybody, my name is Heidi Lee. I'm a jazz singer, film composer, and singing teacher. Today I'd like to talk about interpretation. A lot of singers come to me and say they want to learn improvisation and scat singing. Have you actually realized that a lot of great jazz singers, they are not scatters, they never take a solo, and they are only singing the melody. However, they are still highly regarded as great jazz singers. As singers, we are special because we are the only one who can interpret a song with words. Being able to sing a song and tell the story of the lyrics is something that only we as singers can do. We don't actually necessarily have to scat nor do a solo. We can do it, but this is only something that we do because we want to do it. It is not obligatory. What is instead essential in jazz singing, in my opinion, is interpreting the song beautifully, adhering to what the lyrics is about. This is especially important when we are singing a ballad, because in a slow song, how you interpret a melody is even more important. A lot of time when I'm working with a student, I would let them read the lyrics out and we would analyze how they are reading it as a speech. In jazz, it is often very conversational the way we sing. So it is also important that when we are singing the lyrics, we are also making it sound more conversational and less sung per se. So let's take the example of My Funny Valentine. So now I will sing the song in the most rigid and as written way with the backing track from iReal Pro. My funny Valentine, sweet comic Valentine, you make me smile with my heart. So the first thing you can do is to read out the lyrics. For example, My funny Valentine, sweet comic Valentine, you make me smile with my heart. Your looks are lovable, unphotographable, yet you're my favorite work of art. And then you sing again. Now let's make a little bit of variation and try to play around with the dynamics as well, because that would make the storytelling to another level. What I mean by dynamics is that in certain places you are singing more softly, certain places that you are singing more strongly, and then you're kind of making a contrast. It makes it more intriguing. And so although the melody is still the same, with a variation of dynamics, you just make it instantly sound so much better. When you sing this time, remember how you were speaking out the lyrics. And you will notice that when you are singing the melody again, it will be a bit more conversational, more natural. And you will notice that probably unconsciously, you are also varying the dynamics as you're speaking. When you're speaking, you have kind of natural speaking dynamics, right? So when you're singing again, you may be applying this dynamics into your interpretation. For example, My funny Valentine, sweet comic Valentine, you make me smile. with my heart. Your looks are lovable. Unphotographable, yet you're my favorite work of art. Is your figure less than Greek? Is your mouth a little weak? When you open it to speak, are you smart? You have probably noticed that I have modified the melody a little bit by changing the melodic rhythm, so I'm not really following the written rhythm, and that makes it a little bit even more conversational and more personal as well. Alright, I hope the next time when you are singing a standard, you try to do something like that. So essentially you're making the interpretation much more personal. You're also putting a little bit of improvisation in your singing that makes your singing instantly much more jazz. Interpretation is such an important element in jazz singing. Every jazz singer has their own style, and you should too. And every time you sing the same tune, you should also try to sing it differently. So you're experimenting new ideas and you make your interpretations more and more interesting. Thank you for watching this video. I hope that it was helpful. And for those of you who would like to learn a bit more about jazz singing, do feel free to reach out to me. I do offer online one-to-one class. And so, see you soon. Thank you.